Good day everyone, welcome back to the Prehistoric Fauna Zoo. In this video I'm going to be making a Stegosaurus enclosure. And for all the other builds I've done in this world, I've done a very foresty / rainforesty type build, but for this I'm going for a desert style. I also decided to make a path going through a hill because I really like paths that go through hills, and also it adds a bit of variation that's different from all my other enclosures. And for the hill, for some reason I decided to make it double layered, so it just took so much longer to build, which I don't know why I did this, but I think it looks a lot nicer. I was thinking of making this enclosure include two dinosaurs, the other one being the Dryosaurus, because I remember watching a show when I was younger. I don't think it was a show, but it was like a documentary. It might have been Walking with Dinosaurs or something, where it showed a pack of Dryosaurs mixed in with the pack of Stegosaurs, and the Dryosaurs would let the Stegosaurs know if there was a predator nearby, and the Stegosaurs would protect the Dryosaurs. So I thought that would be cool to put them together, but I think I'm going to do a Dryosaurus enclosure in the next video. So yeah, also comment what dinosaur you want to see in the zoo. The user Wendy3961 suggested to build a Stegosaur enclosure, and here it is. So if you leave a comment saying what dinosaur you want to see in this zoo, I will probably build it. This video is for you, Wendy. I'll talk a bit about some changes I'm thinking of making to the series. First is, I'm thinking of changing the name from Prehistoric Fauna Zoo to Prehistoric Valley. And if I remove the name Prehistoric Fauna from the title of the video, it means I can add another mod, because I really want some aquatic / land based dinosaurs like a Baryonyx or Spino, and there is no Spinos or Baryonyx or Sukos in this mod, and they're my favorite type of dinosaurs. So if you guys like that idea or dislike it, let me know in the comments, because I'll wait till this video comes out to see what your thoughts are on that. I've been rambling too long, I need to talk about what I'm building. So for the shelter design for this build, I decided to do a dome roof shaped shelter. I don't know how to feel on it. I think it's okay, but I think I need to get other people's thoughts on it, because I'm mostly worried about it just not fitting in with the theme of the zoo. I think it stands out a lot, which might be good or it might be bad. I don't know. I'm just hoping when the zoo is finished it fits in really well and blends in with all the other builds. And I also added a little staff building right next to the dome, which is for like maintenance and to like resupply food for the stegos and stuff. I try and make sure for each enclosure that there's an area for the dinosaurs to sleep, and also an area for the staff to access the buildings, and also an area for the staff to access the enclosures to resupply food and water and clean the dinosaurs and stuff. To signify that this is a Stegosaurus enclosure, I put a bunch of plates on top of the building, and I also tried to make the pattern that the Stegosaurus has on the dome roof. I think it works. Also, I don't know if you've noticed by now, but I am using my new mic, and it's not fully set up. I've spent a few hours messing around with audio settings, and you know what, I've learned a whole lot about like audio and like how to set things up, and I just needed a break, and I really wanted to record the voiceover for this video. So the settings right now are not final, but yeah, this is what it sounds like. But yeah, I hope it doesn't sound too bad right now. The process of setting up the mic was painful. I received the mic in the mail, realized that I don't have anything to plug an XLR cable into, so I had to go to the shops to buy an audio interface, and I had the audio interface for 2 days before I refunded it, because I realized it was just way too complicated, and I'm not much of a tech savvy guy. So yeah, I ended up buying a more expensive but more helpful device that does pretty much all the setup for me, and all I've got to do is like mess around with how the mic sounds in OBS. So yeah, let me know if this sounds better than my old mic. Anyway, another rant over. I'll start talking about the build again, because I haven't really done that too much in this video. So right now I'm working on the pond where the Stegosaurs can drink and swim. Actually, did they swim back 150 million years ago? Did they even live 150 million years ago? Hold on, I need to search this up. Oh my gosh, I was right. I just searched it up, and they lived 150 to 155 million years ago. Maybe I do have some dinosaur knowledge. Anyway, I've put some paths around the enclosure using steel, I think it is. I don't know, but it's got a really nice texture. And I've also used, I think it's rough sandstone for the edges of the path. It blends in really well with the smooth sandstone that the Prehistoric Fauna mod adds. Like, I much prefer the sandstone from Prehistoric Fauna over normal Minecraft sandstone. I think it's a really nice texture and it works really well. But you can't place plants or like cactus or anything on that sand. So I have to put a bit of dirt around so I can actually have some plants in the enclosure. So it's not completely just dry desert, no foliage or anything. And now what I'm about to start working on is an area where the guests can hand feed the stegosaurs. And now the stegosaurs in this zoo are domestic and they're tame, so they're not gonna hurt any guests. The reason I did this is because I have a memory of when I was little, I was feeding elephants at Australia Zoo, and I was feeding the elephant an apple, and the elephant completely just sucked up my whole hand, and it almost lifted me up. And yeah, it was quite terrifying, but also really funny. I have good memories of that when I was little, and I thought it'd be cool to have a way of feeding the stegosaurs, just like how I fed the elephants in Australia Zoo. And now we're almost at the end of the build, and all I have to do is add the final touches, like add the fences, add some extra details to path, and also add some foliage. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just turn up the music, and I'll see you when I showcase the whole build in game. Hello, are you ready to see the enclosure? Well, I don't care, I'm showing it to you anyway. So I could either go two ways. I could go this way, and that takes me through and under the hill, or I could go this way, and I think I'm gonna loop around this way. So yeah, I also added a plant pot over there in the middle of the path. I think it looks nice. But yeah, here's the enclosure. It's right next to the Hiiii closure that's there. Yeah, I think it's really nice. I think I got the oasis deserty feel done really well. This guy's asleep. Yeah, I'm happy with this enclosure. I think it's unique compared to my other enclosures I've built in the zoo. Yeah, so walking around, you eventually get to the area where you can feed the Stegosauruses, and it looked like for a second that he was standing up ready to be fed, but no, he's not. But yeah, this is the building. It's not that crazy. I'm not very good with like human-made structures. I feel more comfortable building like terrain and natural looking stuff. But yeah, that's the guest feeding area, and over here is the tunnel. I might actually need to add some lights under here. It's a bit dark, but I really like the cave feeling in here. I think it's cool. And this is the view from this area. And over here is a fossil digging site for children. So like if children have come to the park, they can dig up fossils. Like there's a shovel there to dig up fossils. A bunch of bones in the floor. There's more bones over here, and I built a Stegosaurus here out of wood. I think it looks really nice. And a child left their horse in the playground. It's okay though. Yeah, so under here they've got this soft thatch bedding area where they can all sleep together. And over here is the staff room. I haven't decorated it. And this is a close-up of the enclosure itself. How did he... What? Can he jump over that? Oh my gosh, I can. Okay, I didn't realize I could jump over that. Okay, buddy, don't die. Ah, he survived. He was close to dying there. Yeah, so what do you think of this enclosure? And do you like this hill as well that I spent way too much time making? Over here is where the stegosaurs can eat their food. I was thinking of doing like a food trough for the stegosaurs, but I thought like a big plate would be nice. And they've also got a knife and fork over here just in case one of them likes to stay really clean and not eat like a pig. But yeah, let me know what you want to see next in the zoo. I will probably build it. I'm not going to keep you here any longer, so yeah, if you did enjoy the video, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye everyone, take care, bye bye.